Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today is Bharat Ramraj, Shomik Chakraborty, and Naman Suri. Another double-header day. First, we're going to see DC versus GT take on at the Narendra Modi Stadium. GT coming off of a loss against LSG, whereas DC have been on a winning spree and especially had a great dominating performance in the Super Over last time around at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. Bharat, GT versus DC, both teams are doing fairly well. Both teams are fairly strong in this tournament. And at this point, when we look at the IPL points table, it's wide open. It's not like one team is completely dominating or is at the top. But DC is at the top of the points table. But what do you think about this game?
Yeah, absolutely right. If one team slips up somewhere, then suddenly, for example, yesterday RCB slipped up and they suddenly have three losses and four wins. So another team can jump on you. So every match is very important because it's quite close at the top. Similar with the Gujarat Titans and Delhi Capitals, though Delhi Capitals have five wins and Gujarat Titans have four. Just one loss could really mean a lot of things in the league table currently. Yes, both are quite strong, but Gujarat Titans at home at Narendra Modi Stadium, I guess they would be quite pleased playing there because they understand the template really well of what to do. Though most of the matches have come under lights, where their batters and as well as the bowlers have bowled according to plans. But in an afternoon game, let's see how they go about their plans. But they have a set template with their batting lineup. What they do is the top three would look to get as many runs as possible, give them that platform, then hopefully for Sarfain Rutherford to come and blaze away. But unfortunately, that's not been happening at times with Sarfain Rutherford, as we saw in the last game. He really struggled against LSG. That's, I think, one of the problems they have with their template. But the top three, it looks assured. They have scored some runs here or there. Even Shubman Gill scored some runs in the last game. So they would like to give them the platform for the hitters to come through. And yes, they have good pace attack, which is very much suited to the conditions at the Narendra Modi Stadium. One Mohammad Siraj, who obviously is getting some nip, some swing up front, and is bowling with good pace. Obviously, Prasidh Krishna's control has been really good. He's not been offering much width, and he's hitting the deck hard, just doing his role or executing his role to near perfection. And still have someone like Arshad maybe to bowl a little bit of left arm. So yeah, they have a good pace attack, and yeah, Rashid Khan has not been in greatest of form, but still taking a few wickets here or there. So I guess Gujarat Titans have slight upper hand, but Delhi Capitals obviously are still on a roll, and that moral boosting win against Rajasthan Royals would have really boosted their confidence like anything, because it seemed like they were losing. Then for Mitchell Stark to bowl that one great over as well as in the super over, just gave them that nail biting win. So they would be really boosted by that match.
Shomik and Naman, sorry, not Namak. I mixed the two names and called Naman Namak, but he's not salt. The only salt we have is in RCB at the top of the order, and he always rubs wounds in the salt of the opposition. Rubs salt. Well, I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll today. But anyway, Shomik, what I wanted to talk about is the fact that when we look at the top when we look at the IPL, you're seeing the emergence of a lot of young captains. You've got an Akshar Patel, you've got a Shreyas Iyer who's doing very, very well. Shubman Gill as well. You've got a Hardik Pandya. But when you look at this captaincy material that is now building for Team India, how do you feel about that?
Good that you have raised this point, Gagi. I mean, see, today it's a game between the first game. It's a game between a side which is arguably the most versatile side in this tournament, Gujarat Titans, and against Delhi Capitals, who have, I mean, who have got back their winning mentality. Because we have seen this year Delhi Capitals winning close matches, which Delhi Capitals at their earlier vintage probably would have lost. So they are they are getting over the line in close matches, and that is what winning mentality is all about. I don't know. whether it is down to KP's presence in the dugout. But what has been very, very impressive is Akshar's captaincy. Even the other day, people went gaga over Mitchell Stark's bowling at the death. Fine. But as because Akshar Patel, maybe he's not a fancy name, as because he is not a glamorous or fancy name, he's, he was not, his captaincy was not mentioned. The way he utilized his bowler, the way he reserved Mitchell Stark for the death. So he is a very, very good captain. We saw that in domestic cricket also when he led his state team, Gujarat, and here also he is giving a very, very good account of himself as a captain, and not for nothing. He has been elevated to India's T20 team's vice captaincy. There is a reason why he has been, and he is showing why. Shubman Gill, the future India captain, maybe across formats, the future India captain. Uh, Rohit Sharma is all praise about him. Gautam Gambhir is all praise about his leadership qualities. Those who have been playing with him are all praise about his leadership qualities, especially the bowlers. The way he handled his bowlers this time, obviously Ashish Nehra at the dugout has helped. That is a big advantage. But the way, especially he has handled his bowlers, and in an interview with us, Muhammad Siraj spoke about that he is a bowlers captain. Siraj, if you see Siraj after the turmoil he went through over the past few months, Siraj is a bowler reborn. Prashit Krishna, the way he has been bowling in the middle overs, he is very good. Sai Kishore as a spinner, the way he has been contributing. And together, they have offset that indifferent form of Rashid Khan. So they are the two very good captains, and we will not see mistakes like yesterday when um, inexplicably on that Chinnaswamy pitch, Rajat Patidar didn't start with Josh Hazelwood. It is very unlikely that these two captains will are on that side of tactics or will see such elementary mistakes, tactical mistakes from these two captains.
Absolutely. Naman, if I were to ask you, who is the most, promising captain that you've seen from this crop? I know Bharat has said that Shreyas Iyer is possibly the best captain in this whole IPL setup, but who is it for you?
No, I'll agree with Bharat sir here. Shreyas Iyer is one of the best. He has shown that at the domestic level as well with Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, and now he's showing it at IPL, which he has already won with a different team. So now topping the table, being one of the top at the table with a different team, a whole new setup. It's completely different, and he's still doing that. He's still mastering that. He motivated his team to defend a total that has never been defended, lowest in the IPL. That tells you what kind of captain he is, what kind of leader he is, the way he motivates his players, the way he brings out the best out of his the crop of players. When even if the major players are injured, he brings the best. Ferguson got injured; it doesn't matter for him. He still continued, and he has been getting victories as and when required for Punjab. And his partnership with Ricky Ponting is one of the best. To be fair, however much we criticize sometimes both of these individuals, but you cannot deny the way they have been leading this Punjab side, who we never thought in ever. I mean, will be a contender for the title. To be fair, so I believe Shreyas Iyer is one of the best, but I would not leave out Akshar Patel. The promise he has shown, the way he has also been leading the team. Uh, Despite Kevin Peterson being a mentor in the dugout, it doesn't matter. You have on the field, it's the decision of the captain, and it's his mind what's playing around with the players, what it's going to be on the field, how it's going to be on the field. And I feel that Akshar Patel has also grown. Shuman Gill has also shown some promise. The few seniors in fact have been little on the lower side. To be fair, Ajinkya Rane hasn't been able to figure out his team. Dhoni is still figuring out his team. I won't say he has had a bad season till now. 2 games only, 3 games only. So I won't mention him. Hardik Pandya now starting to get the best out of the team. So these younger crops have started to show how how good Indian, I mean, the crop of players that are coming from India are. They can show good quality of leadership, and I mean, I feel at this point India has a team for, I mean, different teams for every format. They can line up two teams, and they can line up more than two captains at this point.
Bharat, it's funny that when we were doing our SWOT analysis, and you guys might remember that when we discussed Delhi Capitals, we all pretty much predicted to for them to end at the bottom of the table. We're quite surprised at how under Akshar Patel's leadership, everything has changed for Delhi Capitals. Your thoughts on Akshar as a captain?
Yeah, he's a very good skipper. The first thing is he's a sensible captain. He doesn't show his emotions much. He doesn't shout or scream at the players. I think that's a key factor as well especially in T20 cricket, because what happens is the pressure is so much in the IPL that if someone misfields or someone drops a catch and you go and shout and scream at that player, then that player might lose the plot or might get tensed. So he's a sensible captain and he makes sensible moves. For example, rotating the bowlers in terms of bowlers rotation, all those things. I think is pretty good with. Though in the last match, I had a problem with this, just a small problem with this captaincy that he gave Vipraj Nigam just a single over, which I didn't really like it because he's a young bowler, a young leg spinner who has taken wickets for you in the previous game, of course, a couple of games ago. And then if you give just one over to him and he gives 10 12 runs after that, if you don't bowl him at all, then obviously it will really hit his confidence a bit. But then that is only a small thing. Otherwise, I think he has done well as a captain. Just wanted to add a small stat. I saw a small stat here that in the 26 matches that Shai Sudarshan has played in the power play, or the 26 times that Shai Sudarshan has played in the power play, it's been dismissed only 4 times. That gives you an indicator of Gujarat Titans' template. They just want to set a base where that top order, including Butler and Shubman Gill, will not go really hard at the opposition. Get them to a decent score, maybe something like 130 out of 15 overs, and hope that Sharfin Rutherford really comes good. Obviously, that one wild cog is that Sharfin Rutherford, who is not really firing, but that tells you something about Gujarat Titans is temporary. Also, one more stat that I saw: Fraser McGurk has survived beyond the power play in only 7 of his last 29 T20s. That tells you at how much Fraser McGurk is struggling at the top of the order. So he's one of, I think, negative points for Delhi Capitals.
Some very interesting points being brought up here in our comment section. Kishu Patel is saying why dropping catches in this IPL is worst. Maybe players need to concentrate on fielding drills rather than giving time on social media. Now, that's something that we can't comment on. But, I think Kishu Patel
No,
brings up
Gargi,
a good point. Yeah.
no, Gargi. I mean, they spend a lot of time on in fielding practice. I mean, I watch them at close quarters during net sessions, and in a few minutes I would be leaving for Eden Gardens also. But it's a combination of factors. First of all, it's high catches are never easy under lights. It's never easy. I tell you, how much you practice, it's never easy, number one. And there is a due factor in the evening also. There is a due factor in the evening. Yesterday, Punjab Kings is catching against Royal Challengers Bangalore was first class, brilliant in the first innings. The way they caught, it was first class. But usually, I mean, if you drop some seaters, those get I mean those take I mean th- those drops become the highlights package. But overall, if you look at the catch, I mean the percentage of the catches taken, you will see it is a very very high percentage that the catches have been taken.
Absolutely. Shubham Kumar Singh saying since the inspection of playoffs in IPL, do you mean inception?
Inception.
Inception. In IPL 2011, KKR in the very first game of each season has only batted 4 times. And those years were 12, 14, 21, and 24. And we know the result. The jinx might break. Uh, not sure what he's trying. It's a session. Okay, okay, okay. All right, got it, got it. More questions. Let's look at it. Nitish Kumar Reddy. Nitish Kumar Reddy looks like proving one-time season IPL wonder due to worst time. So preparing for. I think what he's
England
trying
test.
to say is
He's so preparing for England test, playing test, knocks regularly in IPL. I mean, it's sarcastic, Gargi. I
yeah.
mean, Keshu Patel has resorted to sarcasm. See, Nitish Kumar Reddy is going to get a BCCI central contract very soon. When the new contract list would be out, he would be one of he would be a player. I think he might get a C or a B, whatever it is. But he has played Test cricket already for India. He has played Test cricket and has given a good account of them himself in Australia. It can happen to young players. It is called the second season blues. It is called the second season blues. At the same time, he is no Kapil Dev. We have to be very clear about that. He is no Kapil Dev. He is a pretty average all rounder, basically cut out for white ball cricket. But in Australia, he showed his fearless approach as far as batting is concerned, augured well in a side that fared badly, that collectively fared badly as a batting unit, especially. But I will say I will not be overcritical as far as Nitish Kumar Reddy is concerned. It is the second season blues, I guess, and it can happen to anyone. And mind, Virat Kohli, I'm not even comparing Nitish Kumar Reddy with Virat Kohli. I mean, no chance. But even I just to put things in perspective, Virat Kohli also needed 2 to 3 IPLs to get into the group. So it is sometimes it might take a little bit of time.
And he's calling Nitish Kumar Reddy a one season wonder.
Season wonder, yeah.
One season wonder.
One
Naman, what are
season.
your thoughts about that? I mean, you also have that incredible 100 from him at the SCG as well in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. So when you look at his all round, all format performances, it's not bad.
Definitely, it's not bad. He has a lot of promise. It's like Shamik sir said. It's sometimes you suffer from second season blues, and that is what I think he's feeling. With the team also not performing well, I think that kinds of collaborates and comes on to you. You also start kind of reciprocating all of that kind of form, like the players around you are doing. So it kind of happens with the team environment. If it's not that great, it can latch on to you as well. But I don't think he's just a one season wonder. He has shown promise for India as well at different formats. Uh, and I think just a rough patch that he's going through. He's going to work over his game over the time period, and most likely during the England tour, he'll be there and he'll be in a good touch. And I mean, irrespective, IPL is a season is a place where you need to work out your things. If it's not going well, you work out your things in the second part of the season. That's what IPL is for. So I think even if he's having a rough patch, it's just for him to try out new things and get himself back into that good mindset.
Absolutely. Kishu Patel, once again. Okay, wait, no. Since we're in Test cricket, let's talk about this a little bit because England is very, very close now. We've only got what, a couple more months to go, and it will fly by in no time. Vignesh Ram is asking who is India's top three red ball pacers. Bharat, let's answer this in the context of the England series. Who do you think are the top three picks right now?
See, obviously, if you ask someone, they would say Bumrah, Shami, and Siraj. But I would just add a caveat to it. Mohammad Shami, in my opinion, though he has got his pace back, I think he's lost a little bit of nip in his bowling. Nip is a little bit of movement, that venom in his bowling. It's the force behind the ball. I think if you look at maybe if, in another way, if you look at two axes, x-axis and y-axis. X-axis, his pace is back, but on y-axis, that venom behind the ball, I think, is missing. So that is a little bit of worry. If you are an Indian fan, is also not getting any younger. So there could be other options. Arshdeep Singh with that swing bowling, with the swing bowling can be an option because in England it might swing around a little bit. Though obviously, wobble ball is a huge weapon in English conditions now, which obviously Mohammad Siraj has. That three-quarter seam ball that Mohammad Siraj has. So Arshdeep Singh could be an option in those three top pacers. And there are obviously others. Someone like Prasidh Krishna has been doing really well in this IPL. His control has been really good. If his control is good, he can easily get into at least the test squad because he has some good credentials. As with the older ball, he can come in, hit the pitch hard, keep the runs down, and ensure that the opposition teams don't get away. Provided he continues to bowl with good control that is showing in this particular IPL. Yes, Harshit Rana has been preferred for that role in the recent past. That hit the deck role in Australian conditions. You still need one hit the pitch bowler, even in English conditions, I believe. So I guess these are the paces they would be looking at. Someone like Akashdeep is also there, though I always say that Akashdeep is the kind of bowler who bowls a little too short. People told me in Australia, Akashdeep only beat the bat. He was unlucky. Yes, he beat the bat a lot. But if you analyze the pitch map of Akashdeep's bowling, you would notice that he was a tad short. He's not the kind of bowler who can bowl back of length and hope that he will get a lot of edges because he's not the one who can force the batter into edging it behind. So I guess these are the three, Shami, Siraj and Bumrah. But in that, the caveat that I will add is Mohammad Shami seems to have lost a little bit of nip in his bowling. That's never a good sign for a pace bowler.
Gargi,
Yeah.
Gargi, I would like to address this question a bit. Uh, see, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, and Mohammad Siraj. I mean, they pick themselves, right? They pick themselves, but Bumrah will not play all 5 tests. Maybe he will play two, then he will be rested for the third, and then he will play another two because he cannot play 5 matches on the spin. So, from that point of view, and as because it is England, it will have a bloated pace squad. I mean, it will have a bloated pace battery, and I expect Anshul Kamboj to be part of the squad. Number one, Anshul Kamboj. Shardul Thakur, in my mind, is a dark horse. And apart from that, the usual suspects, the other two usual suspects, Akash Dev and Harshit Rana. But if you are one, if the selectors want to go left field, if they want to go for a left field pick, I will not be surprised if they go for Anshul Kamboj. And while Shardul Thakur is the dark horse.
Also, the point to it
Yeah.
about Mohammad Shami, yes, he's a great bowler, but if you look at his record in England, it's not great. Averages about 40. I will take him in the squad, but I will think twice about including him in the 11 at this point of time in his career because I feel he's lost a little bit of nip in his bowling, and his record in England is not great, if you notice.
Um, you know, because we're talking about England selections, a lot of people are also asking about what are the chances of Karun Nair making it to the team. Naman, do you think there could be? I know the squad is already released, but do you think there could be a chance of a Karun Nair coming in, maybe in the next Test series?
Possibly he has done pretty well throughout the domestic season, and I think at this point in time, him being at the peak of his prowess, he should be given a chance because I just repeat what Bharat sir is usually heard saying that if you can't use him at the peak of his prowess, then what is the point of utilizing him at all? Then, I mean, that's why I think Karun Nair right now is performing excellently well across formats. That's not just one red ball format that we're talking about. It's white ball format as well, and in both 50 over as well as the 20 over game that we have seen in domestic cricket. We have seen it in IPL. We are starting to see, and the form, the mentality that he is bringing at this point in time, it's very determination. Uh, it is very determinant and gritty. I think he should be given a chance at this point because he has shown what he can bring to the table, and if there is an opening, if there is some weakness in the middle order, he can actually fill that up. So I mean, it is sad that he won't get a chance so quickly, but I think it is the right time to bring him on.
Yes, Shomik.
Yeah, Gargi, I think Karun Nair would be part of the India A squad that will
Hmm.
play those unofficial tests before the 5 test series. And I
Yes.
expect him to be at least a member of the traveling reserves, if not in the main squad, at least a member of the traveling reserves. Because if he is a member of the traveling reserves, subject to any, if there is an injury or if someone is not playing well, the team management can incorporate him. So I think the selectors and the team management would like to have Karun Nair as an option. Maybe not part of the main squad, but at least as a traveling reserve. See, Karun Nair, as far as white ball internationals are concerned, you cannot play him because he's a liability in the field. You already have a Varun Chakravarti in the team in white ball cricket, who is a passenger in the field, but he carries he carries that X factor. He's a match winner. He's an out and out match winner in the shorter formats. So from that point of view, you will compromise his fielding aspects. You will compromise his fielding aspects to have him in the side, but you cannot carry another because you saw even in the last game he didn't play as an impact sub. Almost every time the ball went to him, the batsman, converted the ones into twos. So you cannot. It is a very high risk playing a player. Having a fielder like that in white ball internationals. But yes, red ball cricket gives you that kind of a leeway. And once again, I expect Karun Nair to be at least part of the traveling reserves and in the India A team, if not in the men's squad.
No,
And
Devan.
Gargi,
Yeah.
before you continue with my prediction, may I take your leave because I will have to go to Eden
Yes.
Gardens. Um, the first game, my prediction goes as such. It is. I'm very tempted to say Gujarat Titans, right? Because cricketing logic suggests Gujarat Titans, but somehow I feel the rub of the green will go Delhi Capitals way, so I'm supporting Delhi Capitals. I'm predicting Delhi Capitals.
We'll keep that in mind. Yesterday, your prediction was right. So,
Yeah.
but it was, it was a game of chance with the rain and everything.
No,
Shortened game.
yesterday, Gargi, it was. The toss decided the outcome, sort of. Once Punjab Kings won
Absolutely.
the toss and on that pitch decided to send Royal Challengers, because if Punjab Kings would have batted first on that pitch, they would have struggled as well.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Naman and Bharat both. Debayan here is saying, Ishant Sharma clocking 140s at this age. Do you think Team India parked him way too early, especially in times when Bumrah Shami got injured? He could have been a leader in fast bowling. I know Bharat's getting excited by this question. Bharat, why don't you take it?
Or he should answer.
Both of you answer. You
Okay.
answer first.
Okay. See, Ishan Sharma is now 37, almost 37. So I guess at some point India have to look beyond him because they have to look at the younger bowlers. Even if you look at his recent record, the last first class match he played, he's not basic. Can't say last first class match he played was back in February 2024. There's 1 year has gone by since then. So he's not playing first class matches either. So if he really wants to get back into the Indian Test squad, then he has to play a slew of first class matches and perform. Then I think the selectors should maybe think of getting him back. But at present, I think India have just looked past him. Even this present IPL, he's got figures of 0 for 53, 1 for 27, and 0 for 17. So he's taken 1 wicket for 97 runs. So it's not like he's been taking a lot of wickets. So I guess it's at least in 2025, it's a fair call. Maybe in 2021 or 2022, they could have kept Ishant Sharma for a few more test matches. But by 2025, I think it's a fair call that India have looked past Ishant Sharma because he's not playing first class cricket for 1 year. And secondly, even this IPL is not put on some credit worthy performances to even get into the Gujarat Titans setup on what can I say, regularly.
I'll just
Over
add
to Naman.
one point to it that the first class thing, Ishant is not even traveling for away games. He only plays the home games. So that also tells that he's not willing to take much of the workload that is coming his way if required. Because Delhi teams in first class cricket right now is way down in the dumps. It's not that great, not playing great. T20 they might be doing well because of the stars that are coming, but first class cricket has been poor, and with Ishant Sharma, someone like a leader in the pace attack that they can utilize, he's not even going for the away games. So that just tells you that even if he's delivering 140 kph, that I when I saw, I was quite impressed because I have seen him bowl from close runs, and it is quite fantastic. But irrespective, at this age, I don't think he's going to come back, or he's even trying hard enough to get back. At this point, he's just trying to get be an impact player for Gujarat Titans, and I think that is what he's doing best right now.
Also, one thing that about that 140 kilometers per hour thing. Just remember that came in T20 cricket, somewhere in T20 cricket, where you bowl 1 over spells, 2 over spells, not in Test cricket. If you have to bowl 20 overs in a Test match, then it's completely different. It's like Lehman series, Lehman's 24-hour race series. That is what it is, Test cricket, where you're bowling 20 overs in a day, and this is basically like a 2 lap, 3 lap race that you get in kart racing or something on those lines. T20 cricket. So I think that's completely different format. Is T20 cricket has its own, has its what can I say, brings about different aspects of the game. For example, if you are playing in the IPL from first ball, you have to bowl at perhaps 140 kilometers per hour, or you have to go full tilt from over number one. In Test cricket, you can conserve your energy, and maybe in the fourth or fifth over, really go full tilt. But it's completely different bowling 140 kilometers per hour in a 1 over spell to bowling 20 overs in a day. That really would test a bowler's fitness. So he has to play first class cricket, play a lot of first class cricket, get a lot of wickets, then only maybe he has very small chance of coming back into the test side.
Absolutely. And we have the toss update for the first game. Gujarat Titans has won the toss and opted to bowl first. So I guess pretty much we know who's going to win. Uh, because that's how the trend has been. But that's not what I'm saying. That was just on a lighter note. Am I drinking? No, I am drinking Coca-Cola, guys. Please, I am working. But Naman, what's your prediction for GT versus DC? I think DC is going to win this one, even though GT has won.
Always, I am going to support DC because I am a Delhiite, irrespective of that. But Gujarat has kind of had a say in the pitches, black and red soil, I believe. And today it will depend how they choose, because last two games that they have played, I mean, the games they have played here at Ahmedabad, it was under the lights, I believe, and this one will be the first one in the daylight. So the pitch that is going to be used, I haven't seen the pitch report as of yet, but it depends on that. But both teams have terrific spinners, three each side, and they will be going head to head against each other. Gujarat hasn't let their middle order get too exposed because of that top order batters who have been explosive for them. Shuman Gill's strike rate in the power play has increased to 150 something, and that is a good sight to see. Not just for the IPL but also for Indian cricket. And then the DC, I think if Fab Duplessis is fit, I think he should come in for McGurk, because he's not performing at all. It's 55 runs in 6 games. That's just not the way I think Delhi would want to go at this point. So I think barring that, I think Delhi might be the favorites. But there is one matchup that I would like to see will be KL Rahul versus Rashid Khan, because he has always struggled against Rashid Khan.
All right. What about you, Bharat? Who's winning the game today?
Yeah, I want to say this year compared to last year, my gut feel has not exactly been great. It is like 58% when it comes to predictions. But if you go as per logic, at least I guess Gujarat Titans have a slight upper hand because they're playing at their home ground at Narendra Modi Stadium, and barring one match, they have looked quite formidable at that ground. Though this is an afternoon game, so the conditions could be slightly different, and not very sure when you consider that whether. When you consider that point, I'm not very sure whether opting to ball first would always work, because the conditions may not get easier to bat. You never know in an afternoon game. But still, having said that, I think Gujarat Titans have the template to win the game, win a lot of games at their home ground with their pace attack, with Sai Kishore, obviously with Rashid, and with the top order that's a set top order that goes as per a set template and tries to build a platform for the middle order. So I would say GT.
Before we log off, let's talk about the second game quickly. It's Rajasthan Royals versus LSG. I think LSG has come back into form, and Naman, what do you think about this match? Do you think it's going to be LSG who will be more powerful today?
Yeah, I mean, LSG has been a better side in this tournament till now, even though they have had up and downs here and there. But I think they have grown as a team. Nicholas Puran has been explosive. Mitchell Marsh has been explosive. Now, Aiden Makram has also come into form. Rishabh Pant is also trying up his level best. So I think that batting or that super explosive batting lineup that LSG has geared up, I think they have an upper hand because Rajasthan's batting has completely failed, barring Yashasvi Jaiswal, who has suddenly gotten into the form. Initially, he was also struggling. But yeah, to be fair, both teams' bowling lineup isn't also that much great. Jofra Archer has shown some brilliance lately, but uh, as a collective bowling unit, LSG has been able to defend bigger totals, smaller totals, and I think LSG has an upper hand because of the way they have been performing and the mentality they are bringing at that moment.
All right, well, I guess we have a lot of upset RCB fans. He's saying I have to delete all my Instagram Instagram accounts. RCB loses and everyone trolls me. Well, okay. Um, please, Prasanda is saying please ban Chinnaswamy Stadium. Well, unfortunately,
I
you
can do
can't
that.
do that.
So there is one more stadium at Alur. So here in Bangalore, there is one more stadium, so they can go and play there, though the smaller ground, if they want to.
But this Chinnaswamy curse is next level. I mean, it's something that the fact that RCB just cannot seem to win at home is one of the curious cases of the IPL. But with that, I think we can take your leave. We'll be back at the end of the second match, so don't forget to join us then. We've got lots going on our channel, so don't forget to keep an eye on our other stuff as well. So much coming, so much stuff that we're posting. Sachin Tendulkar untold stories. We're also covering other sports as well in the madness of IPL. So keep an eye and like, share, and subscribe.